The NFL draft is finally here. So on the eve of the 2025 draft, I'm going to go on ahead and post my final mock draft. This is what I want the Patriots to do, especially from rounds 1 through 4. I think that's where New England can really pick up some great talent moving forward for the New England Patriots. So I'm going to break down my top targets here. If you guys want to go on ahead and comment your favorite player heading into the draft, then please do so. But here's the biggest question on my mind. Should the Patriots trade down if there is no Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter? Of course, Travis Hunter, I would more than likely say he's going to be a Cleveland Brown. And then Abdul Carter, he may or may not fall to the New York Giants. Just depends on whether or not the Giants want to add Shedeur Sanders to their depth chart. So let me know what you guys think. Type Y for yes, type N for no in the comment section down below. As you guys know, the Patriots do have number 4 overall in the first round. We will be live for that pick as well, so come join us right here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. And here's another great glimpse at all of the possible new players that'll be for New England. If you guys want to screenshot this, please do so, because tomorrow you're going to need this. Rounds 1, 2, 3 in the third, round 4, round 5, 2 in the 5, 2 in the 7th. No 6th-round pick for New England this year, but we did give away one of our 7th-round picks when we traded Joe Milton to Dallas, but in return we did pick up a 5th-round pick. So I am looking for the Patriots to really add some depth there. Definitely keep in mind for round 5, looking for a running back, looking for possible safety, a cornerback as well. Maybe add more depth to the defense or the offensive line in the later rounds as we go. But surprise, surprise, my number 1 overall draft pick for the Patriots here, I am going to go with Will Campbell. I do think he is the number 1 pick for the Patriots. I also think he's an absolute lock at number 4. I know that we have really gone in and out on whether or not Carter is going to be there or Hunter is going to be there. I'm not sure, but I do know this. Adam Schefter recently came out with all of his latest intel ahead of the NFL draft, and it looks like New England is extremely set on the Patriots. He wants them to take Will Campbell with pick number 4. It seems like an absolute lock. He's a Mike Vrabel guy through and through. You have nobody on your left side right now because no, Verdarian Lowe does not count as a left tackle because he's terrible. So I think Will Campbell is going to be a Patriot tomorrow. I have heard several reports out there saying that they are very high on Campbell and vice versa. Campbell is very high on New England. Here is what he had to say ahead of the draft, saying they have great staff. I've had a chance to talk with them a lot. I'm just excited for whatever opportunity I get, whether that's them or whoever it might be. Obviously, I don't really know anything yet. They know more than I do, so I'm just really waiting until Thursday night to know more. Well, we do know that Will Campbell did have a visit with the New England Patriots, and it went really well. I think this visit went so well that he probably locked himself in for pick number 4. I am totally fine with Will Campbell being the left tackle for the Patriots. I do hope they move him outside to the left tackle position. I know that he primarily plays left guard, but hey, we do also know the number 1 offensive lineman in the draft, per Mel Kiper, is Armand Membo. Well, he's a right tackle, so really there's no true left tackle here that I think New England can get better than, other than Will Campbell, who can play exterior and internal. So be prepared for Will Campbell to be a Patriot. And if you take offensive line in the first round, you better take a wide receiver in round number 2. I am going to go with Luther Burden, the wide receiver out of MIZZOU. I think this is one of the best players you can compare with a guy like Stephon Diggs. Put him in your backfield. I think that a guy like Burden is going to immediately be your wide receiver 2, as Diggs is your wide receiver 1. Demario Douglas can be your slot, and then we can kind of have a race to the finish for a Booty, a Bourne, a Polk, a Baker to be your wide receiver 3. As you guys can see here, 676 yards. No, his stats aren't just thrown off the paper like that, but I really like his consistency between receptions and targets, and I do think that he is going to be Drake May's best friend, honestly. When you pair a guy with the same kind of speed, a good catch radius, along with Stephon Diggs, that is going to open up the playbook a lot more for a coach like Josh McDaniels. And I do like the idea of giving Drake May a young wide receiver. We tried to do that with Polk and Baker last year, but it just really didn't work out that way. So I think Luther Burden is going to be the best opportunity for New England to secure their wide receiver too. But there are a lot of wide receivers that could still be left on the board when the Patriots pick at number 38. So who should the Patriots draft at wide receiver in round 2? Comment some names in the comment section down below. There's a lot of other guys out there, maybe a Trey Harris even. So let me know what you guys are thinking down below. I'm going to go here with Jaylin Noel, round 3, pick number 69. So this is going to be our first pick in round 3. I do hope that Jaylin Noel will still be available by that time, but I really think you should double down on wide receivers here. You have got to give Drake May not just one target and Stephon Diggs, but multiple targets. And with Diggs coming off an injury, this may have a little less pressure on the veteran to come in and be their albeit wide receiver 1. But I love the yards that Jaylin Noel has, almost 1,200 receiving yards. The yards per catch is fantastic. 15 averaging. I mean, Austin Hooper was out here averaging like 11 yards per catch, and Hooper was our 4th leading receiver on the team. I think that Noel can be such a great compliment to a guy like, who did I just say? Luther Burden. Like Luther Burden. And if you were to secure another good wide receiver in Noel, I think that really just adds a little Band-Aid over A, the Patriots sucking at drafting wide receivers, and B, you drafted Jalen Polk last year to be your end-all, be-all receiver. He was terrible. Then you picked up Baker a couple rounds later, and he also proved to be terrible. I think Noel and Burden are going to translate very well to the NFL. And I like the idea of having 2 good wide receivers on your roster by round 3. You still have plenty of other options to add more depth. You need to add depth to defense, still on the offensive line, maybe even pick up your running back. But having that extra pick in round 3 via Matthew Judon's trades to Atlanta, I think you should still utilize it with a position that you are sorely lacking at. And we also know that Noel visited with the Patriots, so we know that Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels are very high on a guy like him. The only problem is I'm not 110% sure if he will be available with pick number 69. But right after that is where I am going to select a running back in round 3. I think RJ Harvey is exactly what the Patriots are looking for. They want to add some speed to their backfield. You got your knuckles, you got Ramondre Stevenson, who's more of a bruising back. Now you need to add it a little bit of speed, and you also need to add a guy that is good yards after carry. A guy like RJ Harvey here, 20 receptions, 267 receiving yards on top of 1,600 rushing yards. The one thing that they are also looking for as well is pass catching. We know that Josh McDaniels, take it back like 10 years. Josh McDaniels loved the jet sweeps, the wheel routes. So they're going to be looking for a running back that has good hands, and that's showing me he has good hands. We know that Vrabel wants to draft a young running back. I think RJ Harvey would be a great compliment to Antonio Gibson or Ramondre Stevenson in the backfield. But this is also a very stacked running back class. So if you want to drop to round 4 and select a running back, I'm not going to be mad at it, but I do think RJ Harvey can come in and actually get some reps here at running back 3. And like I said, I do think he'd be a great speed option next to Ramondre Stevenson, who obviously spent more time behind the line of scrimmage than he did in front of it. So I'm looking forward to having a couple extra options in the backfield for Mike Vrabel to utilize. Let me ask you guys this. Which running back should the Patriots draft? Knowing this is probably the most stacked position heading into the draft, let me know which running back you guys would like to see in the comment section down below. All right, let me tell you guys about the official ticketing partner of Patriots Today by Chat Sports, and that is Game Time. If you guys want to go on ahead and watch the Patriots later this year, or maybe go check out the Boston Celtics, the Bruins, the Red Sox right in your backyard, then Game Time is the app to use. You guys are going to get lowest price guaranteed, not to mention you can save up to 60% on last-minute ticket deals when you guys do want to watch your sports or want to watch a concert or a comedy show or maybe even go to the theater. So if you guys also want to see a view in your seat from the app before you buy, then this is the app to use. Go on ahead and download the Game Time app. Use promo code CHATSPORTS. This will give you guys $20 off your first time buying tickets while terms do apply. Again, download the Game Time app. Use promo code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first time buying tickets while terms do apply. Download the Game Time app today and be sure to use that promo code. What time is it? Well, it is game time. The Patriots do have 1 pick in the 4th, no picks in the 6th, and 2 in round 5 and round 7. So I just kind of combined all of those right here together. And honestly, with the Patriots, how I'm really addressing round 4 through round 7 is I am really just trying to add as much depth as I possibly can. You do have to think, we do still have players from last year that I don't think have gotten all of their time to shine either, like a Jaylin Bell. So I'm really going to focus here on the cornerback. I like the running back option of Woody Marks as well, another center to add to the offensive line. Want to make sure that Garrett Bradbury, while he may be a little bit older, have some protection back there. Another DB. And I also am going to pick up Mitchell Evans from Notre Dame, the tight end. I know that we already have Austin Hooper and Hunter Henry and Jaylin Bell, but maybe Mike Vrabel can utilize him more as a depth piece moving forward in his tenure as the Patriots head coach. So I personally am not sure what round 5 through 7 is going to look like with Vrabel and Eliot Wolf and what they're especially going to be looking for. But I do think that rounds 1 through 4 are going to be key here for New England to really utilize their positions and fill up as much of the needs that New England has. Left tackle, left guard, wide receiver, another running back, possibly another safety. And then you can start adding more and more depth behind the edges and the defensive tackles. And the Patriots could also still use rounds 5 through 7 for a trade if they do see fit. I'm not 110% sure if I would trade down unless the right trade was there, because I'm very set on Will Campbell. I mean, if his jersey was out there right now, I'd probably buy it. So that's why I do think Will Campbell should go at number 4. But if they do want to possibly make some trades down the line, then they do still have plenty of stock available. So let me know this. Go on ahead and grade this mock draft in the comment section down below. A, B, C, D, or F. Tomorrow, Patriots will add another player to their roster. Who will it be? Well, tune in live to see who it is. Go on ahead and hit that sub button for me if you guys haven't already on Patriots Today by Chat Sports.